That was just excitement.
I'm Hugz. That's Sam. I'm frightened. Welcome.
I can't do that high-pitched one, where people like screech. I don't have it in me.
Two Hugz and Sam. Today we're getting into My Hero Academia Screeching Edition.
We're not going to redo it?
No, I'm not. Episode 69, Volume 4, Episode 6, I think.
Yeah, this is Episode 6.
Yeah. So we're almost caught up.
Yeah.
If you're watching this in the future when we're already caught up.
We are not currently caught up right now.
No, we're almost caught up though. So last we left off, Red Riot, aka Kirishima.
He hardened himself and he became a wall.
I've been waiting for the episode where he'd get really hard.
Yeah. But we saw him like double in size and get really hard and he stopped blades.
Yes.
And it made that guy get on his knees and cry, because he was sad that he was so weak without juice.
I was like, what are you
he had
talking
to inject juice to power up.
Sun Eater, I think is the name. I'm a Jiki or whatever. Mm-hmm. The dude who's one of the top 3. I think he's Sun Eater. So he got hit with the erasing. Yeah.
Quirk-erasing.
The anti-quirk dart.
Yeah.
And he got shut down. And then
Fat
we did
almost did.
Mr. Fat.
Yeah.
That's Mr. Fat
Sorry.
too. Because
Excuse me.
But anyway, so the dude, he had that vial that he took of whatever banned substance, some drug that increases quirks. And this dude went from just barely being able to make these tiny blades into the first time was crazy. Yeah. Because he just had blades shooting everywhere out of him. And then he
made it come out of his belly button Aomi.
Yeah. Aomi? Aoma?
Aomi. Yugi, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so we shot out all those blades. It was a really crazy situation, but then Red Riot or Kirishima, however you want to say it. I never know if I should name them by the hero names or
I just say whatever comes out.
Yeah.
Deku.
But anyway, so we shatters all the blades. That was super cool. The biggest reason that I was really excited about that was we finally got to see him get his own little bit of a spotlight. He's always kind of been like a sidekick a little bit to Bakugo.
Yeah.
And it's kind of been their friendship or whatever. But he's never really been the true hero of the group. You know what I mean? So that was pretty cool. And then we got to see more of the Izuku drama, just talking about how he feels about everything that's going on and all that.
Yeah.
And a lot more to do with the villains, with the villain group.
Yeah.
And that they're going to be working together.
And there's these conditions and...
Word.
Yeah. So.
But I'm excited to see where we go from here. I don't know where it's going to jump because that was kind of almost a one-off-ish type thing because it focused way more on that one interaction. But it was still kind of showing the storyline of them using the whatever is in that dart. I don't know. See, this is the thing. I don't know if that's a drug too, or it's got something to do with someone's quirk specifically. If they just imbue it with their quirk and then anybody can use the dart. Because Chisaki straight up said it was something directly to do with One for All.
Right.
Or All for One.
Yeah, and he said that he was trying to basically do that kind of thing.
Yeah. That it was based off of
but
that.
Also Mr. Fat was is Eraser here? Or,
Exactly, yeah.
And so I was kind of wondering can have they somehow already taken his ability, a part of his ability, or
well, see, he has to intensely be focusing to cancel the quirks. This is just a real
and doesn't he have to be looking at them or something?
I know he
if he covers his eyes,
well, that's the thing, he has to keep his eyes open, right?
Yeah. So I don't know, and it might have nothing that at all to do with anyone's quirk so far. You know what I mean? They may, but the way he said that, I was is it just because the quirk and the dart was so similar, or is it because it literally was taken from him somehow?
Well, and also just because he mentioned specifically that having something to do with All for One.
Because also, is it Toga, the girl who takes the blood?
Yeah.
Okay, so I keep thinking she had Izuku's blood. Is there a way that they can take blood from somebody and do something with their quirk?
I don't know. We had talked about that like last season. Or was that first part of this season?
About how I was worried that she could like.
Well, we were just wondering anything that they could like clone him or something, or get the copy, like essentially copy All Might's power.
Right.
You know, that they could do something like that, or I don't know.
And I mean, we're probably thinking way too much about this. Y'all probably like dummies, but you know, this is just kind of like we don't know.
I do what I want.
Yeah.
I think what I want. I live my life on the edge. Think outside the box.
Also, Aerie. Before we get into this, Aerie, I'm still worried about her.
We didn't see Aerie at all last episode, though, did we?
I don't think so. No. So I'm nervous about what's gonna come with her. I feel like she plays a pretty big role because
she's in the intro and the outro.
And intro, like outro, heavily. And she's like kind of focused on by not being focused on at all. She's kind of focused on. You know what I mean?
It's like a noticeable absence.
Yeah. So.
Well, maybe she had an excused absence. People get sick. All right. Well, let's go ahead, jump into it. See what's going down. Hey guys, a lot of these anime reactions will be getting blocked, so make sure to go down to the description for a reaction link, or you can watch a full version over on Patreon.
I can't freaking handle this! I cannot freaking handle this. I can't handle it.
That gave me goosebumps. That gave me goosebumps. That gave me goosebumps.
That.
She'd never been touched like someone cared about her before. Like, that he was kind. And like, for how much he hurts, that like he just affected her that much just in what he did, even though he feels like he failed and he let her go and all that, like to see how she feels about that interaction, and then like he kind of changed her life a little bit.
I think this is like one of the hardest things we've watched for me.
For real?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like seeing like that. Like that they're doing that. Like that is like all time low.
It's creepy.
You know what I'm saying? To do that to a freaking little girl.
Well, I was like, at first I was like, oh, is this a flashback? But then I was like, no, she's still got the bandages and stuff on. But I was like, is this going to be like her real dad or something, you know? Because like it was a cute bedroom and there was like toys and he was smiling and...
I mean, he could very well be the real dad.
No, he's just some guard.
No, I'm saying...
Oh, Chisaki?
Yeah, he could be the real dad. You know, we just kind of doubt it.
Because how could you do that to your own kid?
Yeah. But as, I guess, Mr. Fat, I couldn't tell who was saying it. If you can dream it, it can happen, you know?
It was Gran Torino, I think.
Is that who said that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
If also, you can dream it,
she looks
you
like...
can do it. I don't know what that song is, but...
She looks like Shigaraki or Todoroki. Like the white hair, red eyes kind of reminds me of them. So I'm like...
But she also got a horn.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm like, well, that could just be her quirk, you know?
Unicornaroki? I don't know. At first I was like, oh, so they're just like it's still bad, but I was like, oh, they're drawing her blood. They're using her blood to like...
Yeah, but
then to say that they're like literally like tearing apart a piece of her to create a bullet, like that's much more intense. Can then he like fix her again? Yeah, well he can fix her because he can disassemble and reassemble.
But it has to hurt.
That's what I'm saying. So does he like tear a piece of her off and then like rebuild it?
That's terrible. Oh my god.
That's what I'm thinking he does.
That is so messed up.
I mean, at least they're small little bullets.
Why do I feel so much rage in my soul?
Because you're a good person.
I want to freaking kill this guy.
The thing, like, she's so sad. And, like, what makes me more sad than even, like, the idea of them doing that to her, like, the actual physical pain or whatever, is, like, the emotional trauma of, like...
never having loved, like,
she's living in this world. She's never been touched by somebody that seemed like that was kind or caring.
Yeah.
And she's just, like, in this, like... prison that's dolled up to be,
and also if that's her dad, who's the mom? Like, where is she? Did the mom never like have loving hands? Like, did she get killed? Did she get torn to pieces and die? Or
no idea.
Oh my god.
That's intense though.
That is like, I'm messed up over that.
It was a really good episode, though. And I like how we finally got to see some determination and, like, a little bit of... I don't know if it's a... I think determination is a good word. Out of Miria. Like,
yeah, he's always just kind of, like, cheerful.
Yeah.
But this time he was, like, kind of not like that.
Well, it's because he realized he was the one who was pushing Deku
she was fine.
to,
she's
like...
fine.
Well, it's not even that, like, she's fine. It was like, we can't do this now. Like, we're going to blow the... We're going to blow the operation. You know what I mean? Like, that's what makes it worse, is he knew she was in trouble.
Yeah.
But he just wanted to save the operation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he knew that they would be on to the fact that they're watching them.
But it's like, in the meantime, Aries being freaking tortured.
Well, they didn't know that, though.
Yeah,
because there's a drastic difference between, like... there's a drastic difference between even what I thought, you know... being the fact that we're like in the meta world, like we see everything that's actually happening, more so than the heroes. I didn't think it was going to be as bad as it actually was.
Yeah. And
that's having way more information than a lot of the characters do from seeing everything that's happening. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But that's intense. That's definitely like a level of torture that's too much.
Yeah, I can't handle it.
But absolutely
zero tolerance.
I like that
it's showed... a freaking cartoon, anime, whatever the hell, and I am so mad over it.
Is anime a cartoon?
I don't know. Yeah.
I want to have that discussion at some point.
I mean, there's a difference. Aesthetically, there's a difference.
Well, because somebody I was talking to somebody the other day about what's your favorite cartoon, and I was like, well, I mean... There's a drastic difference in
Some
cartoons.
people, like boomers, they're going to be like, oh, that's cartoon, you know, because it's animated. Anything animated is a cartoon, but it's not. It's not. Anime is this is my opinion. I don't know how accurate this is, but it is like a Japanese animated show.
I'm just saying, is there a difference between an animated and cartoon?
It looks different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, that's something for a whole nother video. I was just curious because somebody brought it up because I was like, there's a drastic difference if you talk about like a cartoon you see as a kid or like Rick and Morty. You know, there's a drastic difference between SpongeBob and Rick and Morty. And then there's also a drastic difference between Rick and Morty and Attack on Titan or My Hero or...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's even a difference between like My Hero and Ancient Magus Bride or like Your Name.
Yeah. Isn't anime literally like Japanese for animated?
Yeah, it's just cartoon.
Or animation. It's
Yeah.
Does that mean that... Does anime mean cartoon in Japanese?
So somebody told me.
So have I been wrong this whole time?
I don't know. I'm not sure. That's what somebody told me. But anyway,
we're gonna have to have this.
That's a huge tangent. But I was just curious because we were talking about like what's your favorite cartoon?
Then it's like Ruby is not an anime. Some people say Ruby's not anime.
I don't know. Because also that's a drastically different because of the way that's animated. All right, but anyway, because is Toy Story a cartoon? That's like a 3D
Toy Story
rendering.
Is a cartoon.
But is it? Because it's like a 3D.
It is a animated film.
It's not considered animated though, right?
I don't know.
Because like Pocahontas would be an animated film.
Animated.
Toy Story isn't animated. Toy Story is like a 3D. Like it's like CGI.
It probably has to do with the tools used.
I don't know.
Like, 'cause, you know,
this has gone into like a whole.
Books.
This has gone into a whole different direction, but just weird. Whatever. Let us know what you thought about that. That's going to be a can of worms in the comment section down below. Great episode though. Like it if you did, sub if you don't already. Shout out to our patrons watching the full and early reactions up on Patreon. Thank you so much for your support. You really don't know what it means. It means the world. Sam is going to be like angry and like losing it for this episode for the rest of the night. So enjoy.
I mean, I need to know what happens to her. I'm just done.
We're almost caught up.
And it better not. They better freaking save her. And if something bad happens, if something else happens that's bad to her, I'm just gonna be like, I'm done. And I'm just gonna like pass out.
Just like everything else, I think it's gonna get worse before it gets better. But
F that.
We'll see you guys in future videos. Love you. Bye.